Hey everyone, it's Sarah and I am back with another Is It A Dupe video to share with you. So today we are going to be testing this fragrance here. This is Salvador Dali Sunrise in Cadaques, and we are going to be testing it against Hermes Eau de Merveilles. Eau de Merveilles is an eau de toilette formulation. So I just sprayed these on right before I started filming so that I could go through the kind of stages with you. I've got Eau de Merveilles on this hand that is holding it, and I've got Sunrise in Cadaques on this hand that is holding it. So actually on my arms. I sprayed pretty good up and down my arms here. I will tell you that when I very first sprayed them on, I could not tell a difference. They were absolutely identical, which is very weird because usually when perfumes are kind of dupes for each other, usually it's the top. It's usually when you very first spray them on that you can tell the biggest difference. They usually don't smell so close in the top. It's usually not until the deep dry down that they start to really smell alike. Well, I can tell you that it is completely opposite for these fragrances. They smell absolutely identical when you first spray them on. I could not smell a difference at all. It wasn't until about, I don't know, maybe 3 minutes later that they kind of started to warm up on my skin and the notes kind of start to bloom, and then you can kind of start to smell the differences. I will tell you though, they are so incredibly close. The only real difference I'm smelling right now is the Eau de Merveilles it's a little bit sweeter, and the lemon is very prominent in the Eau de Merveilles. I can smell the lemon very, very distinctly, and it's a very fresh, crisp, juicy lemon. And I don't get that so much in the Sunrise in Cadaques. So the Sunrise in Cadaques is, I would say, a little bit more masculine leaning than Eau de Merveilles. And it's a little bit woodier smelling as well. So I'm just gonna tell you what the notes are for each so that we can kind of compare and, talk about the differences. So Eau de Merveilles is orange, elemi resin, lemon, amber, pepper, pink pepper, violet, fir, cedar, Madagascar, vetiver, and oak moss. Oh, it's got this beautiful sweetness. I'm not getting all the pepper. It's got a ton of pepper. Pepper as well as pink pepper, and I'm just not getting all of that pepper. Thank goodness, because I don't like pepper in fragrance. Oh, it's so beautiful and fresh and light. It's so funny because I thought that I liked the Sunrise in Cadaques better, but I think I like Eau de Merveilles better, only because Eau de Merveilles is sweeter. So of course I'm gonna like the sweeter one more. So I almost get kind of like a oceanic quality from Sunrise in Cadaques. I don't think it's got anything oceanic smelling in it, but I don't know, there's something almost a little bit salty smelling. Yeah, there's definitely something a little bit salty smelling. So Sunrise in Cadaques is elemi, mandarin orange, pink pepper, bergamot, immortelle, heliotrope, jasmine and iris, Peru balsam, labdanum, patchouli, and musk. So they definitely have very different notes. So there's no elemi resin in the Sunrise in Cadaques, but there's no labdanum in the Eau de Merveilles. But boy, they smell very similar, very, very much alike. I'm not really getting the pepper in the Sunrise in Cadaques either. I am getting a little bit of the heliotrope in the Sunrise in Cadaques, which gives it just the slightest touch of powderiness that you don't get with the Eau de Merveilles. They're both equally light and fresh smelling. They're like very, very light amber fragrances. They're perfect, like hot weather, very light resinous amber fragrances. I definitely get the immortelle flower in the Sunrise in Cadaques as well. The immortelle flower it's got such a distinct like scent to it. I can definitely smell it. And of course the Eau de Merveilles does not have that. But the Eau de Merveilles has, I don't know, it's almost got this kind of sweet, very slightly kind of floral quality to it that you don't get with Sunrise in Cadaques, and it's sweeter. But they both have light woods in the base. They're both kind of lightly resinous. They're both these really beautiful kind of orangey smelling ambers, like citrusy orangey smelling light ambers. A lot of people say that Eau de Merveilles reminds them of Christmas, and I can totally see that. I think that's where maybe the sweetness is coming from, is from the orange. It really is this beautiful, like light, sweet, resinous, ambery orange kind of fragrance. And you get that with the Sunrise in Cadaques as well. It's got this really beautiful, kind of light, citrusy orange. And it's very slightly sweet. It's just not nearly as sweet as Eau de Merveilles. Would I say that these are a dupe for each other? Absolutely. I feel like you're definitely gonna have the same kind of experience with both of these fragrances. There are some slight differences. I would say the biggest difference is the Eau de Merveilles is, again, a little bit sweeter. I can detect the citruses a little bit more, well, I guess they're just a little bit different. I can really detect the lemon a lot in the Eau de Merveilles. But really at the end of the day, they're both kind of this orangey, this kind of like light orangey, resinous amber fragrance. They're both absolutely beautiful. I think I do prefer the Eau de Merveilles just because, again, it's a little bit sweeter, but I would definitely say that Sunrise in Cadaques is a really, really good alternative to Eau de Merveilles. If you don't want to spend the Hermes prices, definitely check out Sunrise in Cadaques from Salvador Dali. These usually run around the $20 range, and it's definitely worth it. That I feel like is definitely a successful dupe. I do hope that this was helpful. I do hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.